Hey everybody, Alec here. Today I'm going to show you how to work on Upwork and make money. So my name is Alec. I've been a freelancer since 2018. I've been able to find a lot of high-paying jobs as a developer, and I'm going to show you the very basics on how to get started on Upwork. So the first thing in this video, I'm not going to show you how to build an Upwork account. It's very easy. It's like building an account on any website. You can do it. I have a video, however, where I show that. It's going to be in the description. And I'll also put a link in the description for my video on how to create a good optimized profile so that you can stand out and get more jobs. But in this video, I'm specifically going to talk about how to find the jobs on Upwork. So you have two methods. So the first method you have to find jobs is to apply to job postings. So job postings are basically pages like these, which are essentially the client says, hey, I need a freelancer to do this job, and here's the description of the job, here's what we need and what we're offering. Very simple. So you can find these job postings in many places. One of the ways is just to use the search bar right here and search for jobs. Or the search bar at the top of the page in the navigation bar here. Doesn't really matter which one you use, the same thing. But essentially, you can search for different types of jobs based on what you can offer. For example, if you're a developer, if you're a programmer and you program in the Java programming language, you could just write something like Java programmer. And you're going to find a lot of jobs relevant to Java programmer. So here, Java programmer, IT developer, and they're talking about Java in the description, software programmer. You're going to see a lot of jobs and pages and pages and pages of these jobs. There's thousands of jobs on Upwork. It's one of the biggest job sites in the world, so it's very easy to find jobs that you can find, and jobs are added all the time. So yeah, alternatively, you can just find these job postings. I'm going to show you later how to actually apply to these jobs, but you can also find them in these sections down here, which are personalized sections, which is basically like your Facebook feed, where you're seeing a set of different Facebook posts, Facebook videos that Facebook determines are probably good for you based on your account and what you tend to like and that sort of thing. Same thing as your YouTube homepage. These are recommendations for you specifically. So the way these recommendations are determined is mainly through your profile, the way you build it, and mainly through the section at the bottom of your profile called skills. Skills is very important because it helps you appear higher in search results when clients are looking for freelancers, but also it helps Upwork understand what kind of jobs to recommend to you. So you need to choose your skills carefully because it helps you get found for these types of jobs, and it also helps Upwork know what types of jobs to recommend to you so that you get a good feed of recommended jobs when you sign up to Upwork, so that you don't have to search and spend a lot of time searching. So for me, I think the best place to find jobs as a beginner, where it's going to be easy to find these jobs when you have a new profile that doesn't have a lot of reviews, and you're a new profile, so your profile is not as good as the profile of someone who's been there for years and has spent time refining their profile. The way you're going to find jobs easily is by clicking on most recent right here instead of clicking on best matches. And most recent is really cool because if you find a job that has been posted like 15 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, an hour ago, there's a good chance that the client is still on the platform, or that they're going to get a notification when you send them when you apply to the job. And once that happens, if they're still on the platform and the problem is urgent, or that is just more convenient for them to give you the job right now instead of waiting to find other people, well, a lot of them are just going to give you the job based on the fact that you just applied quickly. So as long as your profile looks decent enough and you apply quickly to these jobs, it's often very easy to get them. And one of my favorite strategies for Upwork that I keep teaching and talking about is just go play League of Legends, or go play another online game, or go watch TV episodes, and between every game or every episode, you just check out Upwork to see if there was a new job that could be interesting for you, and you just try to apply right away. there's many activities in our lives, especially in the entertainment space, that have these natural breaks where we can just spend 2 minutes just looking at Upwork, and if there's a job that interests us, spend 5 minutes applying to it. And applying quickly increases the chance that we get jobs significantly. Some of the biggest agencies on Upwork actually hire people to respond quickly to new job offers. For example, one of the biggest agencies, Codemotion, what they do is that they try to apply within 15 or 30 minutes, and they found that this increases the amount of jobs that they can get by, I think, 80% or something ridiculous like that. You can get so many more jobs by just applying to recent jobs. It's crazy. But, just applying to best matches, just finding other jobs in different ways can work as well as just, jobs that were just posted, most recent, are the easiest jobs to pick. So once you've found a job that you want to apply to, just make sure, you don't apply to just one job or 5 jobs. Try to apply to more like 10 to 15 jobs to give you a decent chance. Like if you just apply to 5, there's still some chance that no job is going to answer back to you, and you might feel bad about it and decide to give up. But actually, maybe the 6th job or the 7th job would have been the one for you. And I think that starting with 15 is a good number to either give you a decent chance to at least get 1 or 2 jobs. And also, if you don't get it, it indicates that there's probably a problem in your profile that you need to improve. Apply to more jobs. Don't just stop at 3 or 4 like most people. So once you've found a job you like, you click on it, and there's going to be a big green button at the top right. So, you've looked at it, you find that the description is interesting. This one, $5, I'm not interested for this one. But let's say, for example, I found an actual good job. Let's say this one, let's say I'm a translator and I'm looking for doing some French speaking video creation, which is what this job was looking for. Let's say I was doing that and I was a female, like they're looking for, wow, this job looks amazing for me. I'm going to click at the green button at the top right, apply now. I click on that. So it is going to take me to this page, which is the page where I submit a proposal. It's very simple. Proposal is basically what you're offering for how much money. So first of all, it tells me how much Connects it costs. Connects is the currency on Upwork, their microcurrency, where you are basically required to spend Connects to be able to apply to jobs this way. The next method I'm going to share with you on how to apply jobs does not cost Connect. You can do it for free, by the way. But Connects is a premium currency that you have to buy to be able to apply to jobs by this way. And Connects are actually pretty cheap. I think it's something like $1 or 50 cents or $1.50 or something that it costs to apply to a job. But yeah, you have to pay for these Connects. And once you have a new account and you buy Connects, at least like $20 or $15 worth of Connects, or you sign in for their premium membership at least once, you're going to get some amount of free Connects every month. But as a free user, if you've never spent money on Upwork at all, you're not going to get free Connects anymore. This golden age of Upwork is over, but there's still a lot of opportunities on Upwork for those willing to spend a little bit of money to send those proposals and get the Connect. So here again, we have another description of the job details. I've already looked through that hypothetically. So then what you need to do is offer how you want to get paid for this job and how much you want to get paid for this job. So this client, what they're doing is they're offering me either to pay by milestone or by project. So by project is basically saying, hey, this is the amount of money that I want for the whole project. By milestone is basically saying, oh, this is how much money I want for the first step in the project, how much money I want for the second step, third step, that sort of thing. The reason you might be interested in doing it by milestone is that it allows you to, if the client's not happy, you can keep the money for the first milestone and then just stop the project and that sort of thing, instead of getting into payment disputes where maybe they're not happy with the project at the end and they want you to refund the whole thing or that sort of thing. Going by milestones can save you from these annoying payment disputes, which happen sometimes. So there's also other clients who offer you to do the project, not by milestone, not by project, but also offer hourly pricing. So you basically say, here's how much I want to be paid per hour to do that project. But whichever options are available for you to write in your proposal depend on the methods that the client has approved when building that job post. So for example, this client only wants me to pay to offer my services by project or by milestone. They're not offering by hourly, but this is not a problem. All you got to do to figure out how much you should charge by project is to figure out like what's your hourly rate and just multiply that by how many hours you think the job is going to take. For example, if you charge $20 an hour and you think it's going to take 20 hours, like what is that? It's like you're charging $400 total, like 20 times 20 or whatever amount is, like that's what you write. So for example, if I calculated that for me, this project is going to be $400 with my hourly rate and the amount of hours I think it's going to take, that's what you can write by project. Or you can do the same by milestone by figure out how many hours you think it's going to take for each milestone. You can do that. So next, by the way, Upwork has a 10% fee. So usually you have to take that into account when you determine your hourly rate. So for example, if I want to keep like $20 an hour, I need to charge $22 an hour so that the 10% fee makes it so I keep $20 an hour. So in that case, if I wanted to keep 400, I would have to write something like 440. So yeah, maybe 441. Come on, give me 400. Great. So that's how you determine your pricing. So how long the project going to take? So you estimate how long it's going to take. Usually it's better that you give yourself some margin so that if you figure out while you're doing the project that it's taking longer than you expected, which often it does take longer than you expect most often, you're not going to be in trouble. You're not going to have the client just asking like why you're not delivering on time, and the client maybe asking refunds and that sort of thing. So it's better to give yourself more time than you think you need. But for some people, what you're going to do is you're going to basically try to justify getting a higher hourly rate by saying that you can do the project very quickly. And so saying that it's going to take just like 1 month or less than 1 month can be a thing that helps you stand out. And so it can be something you can do, but be careful about that still, because you can get caught being surprised by a project that takes longer than you thought. So cover letter here, this is surprisingly important. Basically, it's the first things that clients are going to read when they're going to see your proposal. So what you need to do is you need to convey to them that you apply to their job specifically and that you have actually read the job. Most proposals that they read, it's very clear to the clients that it's just a copy and pasted garbage, that the freelancer hasn't really read the project. And it's very frustrating for the client because then they get into interviews with the freelancers and the freelancers are like, oh, well, actually this project doesn't interest me, or the client has to re-explain the project because the freelancer hasn't really read the project or didn't understand the project. So what you do in the cover letter, the simplest method you can do is just write a first sentence that says something about, that comments something about what the client has said in the job posting. So something like, yeah, I noticed that you're looking with someone with experience with the JavaScript programming language, which is great because I've been doing JavaScript for the last 5 years, and I've worked on a similar project where, just like your project, where we're working on a website that requires DOM manipulation. I've done a lot of DOM manipulation with JavaScript, so I'm sure I'm going to be a good fit for you. And then you convey your expertise. You basically prove your expertise by either talking about past projects that were similar, or you just give advice to the client to demonstrate your skill set and knowledge. And then you just finish with a simple line saying, if you're interested, just send me a message and we're going to schedule a call, or something like that. Very simple. Don't make it too complicated. First paragraph, just convey that you have actually read this proposal, this job post, and that your proposal is customized to them and that it's not something you could have copied and pasted. And then the second part is just proving that you have done similar projects, or that you have the skill set by talking about things that they could improve or suggestions about the project. And then you finish with either a question about the project, which is often easy for them to answer quickly, and then you can keep talking with them, and it can be an easy way to skip the line and get the job. Or you just end with a sentence like, hey, if you're interested, just let me know when you're interested let me know when you're available for a call so that we can discuss this further, or something like that. Very simple, 3 parts, 3 paragraphs. There's ways to make more in-depth proposal, and I've actually made a proposal guide, which you can click in the description to find it, so that you learn how to make proposals that stand out. But I think this small format can be enough for someone just getting started. So if you want to put some attachments, you can click right here on upload to put that. Maybe, for example, examples of your past work. If you're a designer, could be interesting, or a photographer, could be interesting to send them files so that they can see your skills. Or maybe if they're asking specifically in the job posting for you to send them a document or something, that's the place that you can send that. And then you can use this section where you highlight some parts of your profile, but you don't need to bother yourself with that right now. You can just click the button down there and submit your proposal, and that's how you apply to jobs. Again, try to apply to like 10, 15 of them, and that's going to be a good thing to get started. If you don't get results for those 15, then you'll know that the problem is probably either your profile or your choice of which clients that you decide to talk to and which ones that you don't talk to, in which case you should try to focus on learning better your filtering skills and your profile building skills. So, but for a lot of people, just sending 15 proposals is going to be enough. So then the other method you have to find jobs is to use Project Catalog, which is the free option. So the way you do that is that at the top of the screen, you have this navigation bar, like most websites. And there's this drop-down menu that says Find Work. And down here, you have your services. So you click on that. And then it's going to take you to this page that allows you to create projects. So projects are basically the opposite of job posts. So job posts are basically clients saying, hey, here's the description of a project that I need to find a freelancer so that he can do that project. But projects, instead of that, are just you saying, hey, if you are looking for this description that I'm offering, click the button at the bottom of the page so that you buy that and I give it to you. So it's basically you creating a sales page instead of the client creating a job page where you can apply to. It's you creating a sales page that the client can buy. So it's cool because if you build a good sales page, many clients are going to be able to find you and buy it. And it makes it so that you have to spend not a lot of time looking for jobs. So because clients come to you. So click the green button that says create project. So the first thing, you have to create a title. So what it says is that you will get, and then you describe what you do. So maybe what I would do if I'm a web developer, I could say you will get a simple, you will get a website with SEO optimized text for people who want websites that appear high in search engines. For example, whatever you're offering, you can write it there, and you can create many projects if you're offering a lot of different things. So then you click on a category so that the algorithm knows where to put you when people are searching for different types of projects and in front of which clients they should show you so that you can appear higher if you choose the right category. So here, maybe I'm going to click on development and IT, website builders and CMS, website performance and security. If that's what I'm doing, I'm going to click on that. Then you choose on project attributes. So if some of these options are relevant to your job, you can click on them. So for example, if I think like these ones are relevant, I'm going to click on them, and then I'm going to click save and continue. And I can add search tags as well if I want to increase how high I appear in search results, which can be really good because it means that you will spend less time having to find clients if more clients find your project in search when they're looking for freelancers. One of the things that you can do to find good tags, search tags, is just to go on ChatGPT and just describe your project and ask like which tags you could put, and ChatGPT is going to give you a good list. And what you do is you look at the list that ChatGPT gives you, or whatever AI chatbot is giving you, and you look at the keywords that do not already appear in the things that you have check marked here and that do not appear in your title. So you look for other similar words that you haven't already talked or checked or used so far. And that's where you put your tags that as long as they're relevant, like that's the best strategy. Save and continue. So here you're going to offer your pricing. So you can either do 3-tier pricing if you want to offer different levels of complexity for different prices, or you can keep things simple and just do 1-tier pricing. So let's say I do a project which is a SEO website. So you have a custom title. So let's say I do, let's just say standard package. And then description, I will say, you will get, normally you'd spend a little bit of time to write something, you take your time to make sure it's really good. But for now, I'm just going to show you how to do it quickly, the whole process. So you will get a website that is designed to appear high on Google so you can get more clients. Oh, I have too many characters. Damn. Let's just remove that right here to see. Okay, a website that is designed to appear high on Google so you can get more clients. That seems pretty good. Delivery days, like how many days? Maybe 30 days seems reasonable for me. Number of revisions, which is the number of times the client can tell you that he's not happy with the project and that you're going to be able to change it for free. So let's say I'm going to give myself instead like 60 days, but I'm going to give them like 2 revisions. So service tier options. So I can give, these are basically upsells that I can do. So I can offer different things. That's add-ons. Sorry. So this tells what is included in that tier. If you had many tiers, basically you could say, you could check mark different things. So for example, maybe my starter package does not include malware removal, but maybe my advanced packages do. So these are things that you can do. So if you have one tier, maybe these couple of things are included, and then you say how much it costs. So maybe for me, I'm going to say $3,500 for that website, for example. So then you choose add-ons. Add-ons are basically upsells. So clients, if you offer, for example, fast delivery, you can say how much more money you charge for that, and different add-ons, you can say how much money you do it. So for now, let's just add nothing. And then you need to create the project gallery. So first of all, you need that's it. So you need at least one image so that you have a thumbnail for the project. So if you don't know how to build images for your project, one really easy way is to use a website called Canva, canva.com. It's a website that's kind of like Photoshop, but for people who are not tech people, for people who don't know how to use Photoshop, for people who are normal, basically. So this, I'm gonna have to hide my email address. Okay, so let's create a design. There's a button at the top right. So let's say I'm going to do Instagram post square. So what you have on Canva that's really cool is that they have these templates that you can just use to create images that look good very fast without being good at design. So what I can do is just click at the top left here, there's design. So it gives me templates that I can use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write something like tech, because I'm offering something that's like technology related. So here I can just use something like that looks very clean and beautiful, and use this as the basis of my design. Well, actually it's a premium one, so I can't. Let's use a free one. So here I have a beginning of an image that's already having some design beauty to it. So maybe I could just have a title. So maybe I could say SEO website with awesome SEO to appear high on Google. And then I can put some images, maybe just sites, and then I could put like an image of my face at the right so that I look professional or something. Let's use something with background where I'm cropped out, or maybe, yeah, background where I'm cropped out. I think I have those. I used to make some thumbnails that were a lot more fancy than the ones I have now. So here, an example, I put a photo. Maybe a photo with a smile would be better, but usually, at least you can see how this works. And here you can see the on Google disappears over my shirt. So I could just add an effect at the top right here and just say a background where here, look, that's perfect. I have a yellow background that makes the text pop and show. So I don't like the fact that it's pink. I think it doesn't really convey like the brand that I want. So let's say I'm going to turn it to maybe some pale blue. I think it's going to look a little bit more like what I want. And yeah, maybe change this one to make it another color. So maybe what would look good? Yeah, some gray like this isn't perfect, but you know, yeah, let's use this gray for now. But you know, you can mess around with this tool. Very easy to use, and you can make relatively good looking, professional looking things very quickly. Like how many minutes did it take me to build this? Like 4 minutes, and it already looks decent. And you can build some designs like this very easily using this website. So yeah, so you can create images. Let's say I download this one so that I can put it on the project. So here we go. And I'm going to browse to get my image right here. Right there. And there we go. And it allows me to create my thumbnail. And there we go. We have our thumbnail. Quickly done. Looks pretty good. You can add a project video if you want. I don't like adding project videos personally, so I don't do that. Then you can add sample documents. If you feel like you want to convey more information through documents, you can do that. So next, you have requirements for clients. So basically what happens is that since freelancing is something that has so much customization, so since every project is different, oftentimes before you can do your work, you need the client to give you some information so that you can get started. But for most people, like maybe all you need is something like, hey, I need you to tell me which colors you want me to put on my website. So which colors you want for the design. So maybe free text is going to be great so the client can answer which colors they want, and you can add other requirements if you want. So let's save and continue. Okay, I clicked add. So I've got one requirement. So put that there. So then I have to add the summary of what the project is. So this is basically the description for the project. So basically what I say here, I create a website for you with the colors you want. And the website text will be optimized so you appear high on Google. I won't finish it because, you know, you understand the principle, but like, I'm just going to add characters until Upwork understands that I have enough characters. And then you have to create the steps for the project and say like, what are the steps that are going to happen? So first step, client sends the requirements, then you complete the project, review, and then you can add other steps if you want to add steps. So for example, I send you preliminary sketches and you tell me if the sketches are to your liking or not, or whatever you do in your personal project. And if you have frequently asked questions, you can put them there so that oh, okay, I need at least one project step. So let's do that. So preliminary sketches, and then you write whatever has to be written. Oh yeah, and I need to click add here to have it be considered added. So maximum number of simultaneous projects is a really good feature because it allows you to limit the amounts of projects that you can have so that you don't have too many projects for the amount of time that you have to perform them. So what you can say is just, I can handle 4 projects maximum at a time. So you click 4, and then I understand terms of service, privacy, same as any other thing. And then I click submit for review. But since for me, it's not a real project, I'm just going to click save. But for you, just click submit for review. And then you can, if the Upwork team accepts your project, is going to come live, and then you can start getting jobs from that. So these are the ways you can find jobs on Upwork and start to make money. I have made other videos about how to optimize your profile and make it so that it is pretty cool and clients like it and want to give you more money. If you're interested, click the link in the description, go check it out. With that, subscribe if you want more content like this, and I'll see you in my next videos. Take care.